Okay, there is a debated concept when it comes to our human brain. You know, from movies or cartoons or whatever, we have this idea of the caveman. And before that, you know, apes and the whole Darwinian thing of evolution. The basic idea, and I take one side because they're kind of two sides. It's this controversial thing called the Great Leap, like to jump, the big leap or the Great Leap, that our human brain, some people say, was pretty much da-dee-da-da-da-do going along, and then something happened, and there was at one time a sudden great leap up into the brain that we have today. So was there a great leap or not? We'll be looking at that from three different points of view. But before we go into those views, just what does that concept mean? Okay, in conventional anthropology, the human brain as we have come to know it started to develop a long time ago. 2 million years? It's hard to really say when. That's an opinion. However, as we've begun to know, because of discoveries in anthropology, around 300,000 years ago, we began to have a sense of being more and more like the humans we are now. That's a long time. That's a long time. And then, and this is where things get a little bit controversial or interesting, around 50,000 years ago, there was a change. Art on cave walls, tools, jewelry, burial sites, something was different. So some people say, well, there must have been a great leap at that time. Perhaps there was certainly a shift, but the consensus is, and I would agree, you know, from my small point of view, that it was a very slow and progressive evolution of change, environmental, sociological, climatological, these things happen. And why could there be a bump about 50,000 years ago? Well, think of water that is being cooled. It gets more cool, chilly, cold, and then there is a phase shift where suddenly it freezes and becomes ice. But it wasn't that it went from hot water to ice in one big leap, one big change. There was a progressive chilling of the water to that point of ice. So that's called a phase change. I think there was a phasic change. There are probably a number of phasic changes. So what we'll be doing, starting next, is looking at three different ways of thinking about this period of change. And we'll be starting off, a bit of a teaser, we'll be starting off with a controversial one, Terence McKenna and his stoned ape concept. In a minute. Thank you.